Yo guys, it's Sam, and the iPhone XS and XS Max have been really great for me so far. I haven't run into any glaring issues, they've worked as advertised so far, but it looks like that's not the case for everybody. I've been reading some interesting reports online from The Verge, from Mac Rumors, on Apple's own support forums, and apparently Wi-Fi and LTE are not performing as expected. And while the Wi-Fi issue may be fixable through software, the LTE or cellular issue could be a little bit more complicated. So let's go ahead and jump into the first ever iPhone XS controversy. Hopefully it's not a big deal, but I want you guys to be in the know just in case it is. So starting off with cellular, here's what's really interesting this year. The iPhone XS and XS Max are actually supposed to have better cellular than on the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, or 10 from last year. They have new gigabit modems inside. I believe they are all made by Intel, and they're supposed to be crazy fast, maybe even giving you better cell reception in areas where you didn't have as good a cell reception before. And while that is working for some users, it's definitely not the case for a good number of people. In the Mac Rumors forums over on Apple's official support site, one user is saying that it'll connect to LTE for just a couple of minutes, and then that will randomly drop. And while 3G works totally fine, they can totally and completely get a 3G signal on their device, LTE just doesn't work. So obviously you can't take advantage of the faster LTE capabilities if you can't get LTE in the first place. And while that's a much more specific case, many other users are just saying in general their cell service isn't as strong as it used to be, maybe peaking out at 1 or 2 bars of LTE or 3G. And this is strange. Clearly this is not expected behavior from the iPhone XS. If anything else, it's supposed to be better than the iPhone 10 or the iPhone 8, but a number of users are saying that that's not the case. Now this is a little bit concerning just because it sort of echoes issues from the iPhone 4. Now I wasn't even in the Apple reporting game then. I didn't own an iPhone when the iPhone 4 came out. My first iPhone was the 4S, but you probably heard of the legend of AntennaGate. It was this issue, or hardware issue rather, with the iPhone 4 where if you gripped it sometimes in the lower left-hand corner, it would totally disconnect your call or drop your service because it would somehow, I think, bridge the antennas and mess up the cellular connection. But I want to make it clear it's probably not that serious in this case. I have the iPhone XS Max here. I've had no issues with LTE. I had the iPhone XS, pop my SIM in there as well, both on the T-Mobile network, and no issues, like expected performance on my end. It will likely be addressed in a software update pretty soon, maybe iOS 12.0.1 or 12.0.2. I can't see Apple really waiting around installing to fix an issue like this until iOS 12.1, so look forward to an update, hopefully addressing these issues soon. That being said, it could also be a hardware issue. It's probably not. I highly doubt that Apple will have a repeat of AntennaGate, but it is the possibility until Apple provides some additional information or context on what's exactly happening. Now, on top of cellular issues, maybe a separate issue entirely has to do with Wi-Fi. And for some reason, it's not that Wi-Fi is dropping or it's not working at all. The iPhone XS for some reason is latching on to the slower 2.4 gigahertz band of Wi-Fi rather than 5.0 gigahertz, which is faster. Definitely, I would say, the industry standard right now. And we don't know why it's doing this. It just seems to really latch on or prefer this slower or older signal if they're being broadcast at the same time. Now, to guarantee your iPhone is getting the faster 5 gigahertz signal that almost every router on the market right now will be putting out, you can separate both of those bands. So you can have one network that is 5 gigahertz, the other network that is 2.4 gigahertz. But I think mine broadcast both at the same time. And I haven't been able to confirm this on my own device, but I know Mac Rumors says they were able to confirm this issue on their iPhone XS that they were using. So again, maybe you've noticed slower Wi-Fi. Let me know down below, XS or XS Max. And this is all very interesting. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I can almost guarantee the Wi-Fi issue will be fixable through a quick software update. Once again, 12.0.1 or 12.0.2. But with the cellular issue, it's sort of unclear whether it's totally software, totally hardware, or maybe somewhere in between. So as this situation develops, as always, I'll keep all of you in the know. Again, I've had a good experience with my iPhone XS. I have not experienced any of these issues myself. However, if you have experienced this issue, know that you're not alone, and hopefully Apple is already working on a quality fix. So that's all for this video. Drop a like if you learned something new. Hit subscribe for more in the future. For now, I've been Sam. I hope you're doing great, and I'll talk to you in the next one.